It amazes me that to convince black people that Donald Trump cares about them, he takes pictures with celebrities. It's amazing to me. If Donald Trump cared about black people, he wouldn't have denigrated the president with those claims of birtherism.
But part of that is starting off with Snoop Dogg and Nelly and Soulja Boy and others for their decisions to perform at events surrounding the inauguration.
Y'all, did Snoop Dogg just do a complete 180 on his own words? Hughley is out here calling him out, and the internet is going crazy. The same dude who was roasting black artists for performing at Donald Trump's inauguration back in 2017 just pulled up years later doing the exact same thing, performing at a Trump event. And now Hughley is throwing some serious shots, exposing Snoop's real motives. Lately, Snoop Dogg has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons, and it's all tied to this whole Diddy situation. There's been wild speculation about how he plays.
Most important thing is it's got to be a solution, because this has been going on in the industry for a whole years, for decades. And at the same time, you know, nobody wants it to be true, and it shouldn't have to be true. But if we don't fix it and do something about it, history will constantly
repeat itself. Now, Suge, you said something early on that I want to get clarification for the audience. Suge, you said early on, you can't just look at Diddy in isolation. You said this was done to him. He learned from others, and it was done to him, and then he did to others. To me, that sounds like what I hear when people are talking about situations, you know, hurt people, that someone was used, they wind up being a perpetrator. Is that what you're suggesting about Sean Combs, that he was used and he now uses?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I think he repeat what was done to him. And like I said, if you look at Russell Simmons, you know the truth. Andre Rail, you know the truth. Clyde Davis, you know the truth. Jimmy Iovine, you know the truth. So there's not certain things that all of a sudden you got this. The industry is a quick business. It's been like that for a long time. And the casting couch is real, but it's for women and men. But far from all that, I think the most important thing is I feel like they should let Puffy tell his truth. I'm quite sure he's going to expose a lot of people. I'm sure he's going to move forward with it. I don't think it should be a situation like the Epstein thing where they found him hanging from the ceiling and dead for the truth.
Both sides, and even works with the feds behind the scenes. Some even say he turned on Tupac. And if that wasn't enough, Suge Knight himself just came out threatening.
I knew that Pac did everything right by him by putting him on All Eyes on Me, speaking about him and being real with him. And if it's true what they say,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Face-to-face is going to be a lot of explaining to do. Only way you have a radio if you was at the fight with us and you had a security detail. Now, they're not having a security detail. What are you doing with the radio?
Snoop, accusing him of hiding something major. Suge is now saying that Snoop is the real industry plant, playing both sides the whole time. He's been dropping hints for years that Snoop wasn't as loyal to Tupac as he made it seem. Suge Knight didn't stop there. He went all in, calling out Snoop for straight-up lying about his hospital visit after Tupac was shot. Snoop has always claimed he got kicked out while trying to see Pac, but according to Suge, that never happened. In fact, Suge...
Nah, chill. I'm not performing. I am in Washington, D.C. right now, but I'm not performing. It's a private vibe I'm doing with my brother Snoop Dogg.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the dope, ready to make an intro.
Says Snoop never even showed up at the hospital. And with Snoop's recent moves, people are really starting to question his motives. Snoop, Nelly, and Rick Ross just hit the stage at one of Donald Trump's inaugural balls, and fans were not feeling it. Social media was on fire, dragging these rappers for even showing up. Like, how you gonna perform for someone whose fan base probably doesn't even rock with your music?
But I am honored to be performing for the office, for the president of the United States, regardless. Ain't nan another president asked me to perform. Nan.
Music like that. But Nelly wasn't having it. He clapped back during a conversation with rapper Willie D, making it clear that his performance had nothing to do with money. He said, "I'm not doing this for the money. It's an honor. I respect the office, period." Nelly even doubled.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo is gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the one of you Uncle Tom is for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first?
Down, saying he'd perform for President Biden or Vice President Kamala Harris if they asked. He was standing on business, no doubt about it. But here's where things got real. DL Hughley entered the chat, and he was not about to let them slide. He took to Instagram and put them on blast, posting, "Trump propping up white supremacy isn't just his past, Nelly, it's who he still is today." DL Hughley didn't stop there. He went straight for Snoop, reposting a 2017 clip where Snoop himself roasted black artists for performing for Trump. In the video, Snoop straight up said, "Which one of you Uncle Tom ninjas is gonna do it?" Fast forward to now, and Snoop is out here doing exactly what he clowned others for. The irony? It's giving cringe. No cap. Of course, once that video resurfaced, the internet lit Snoop up. Fans were going in, calling him the biggest industry buster. Whole Southern California was like, "Nah, Snoop's the real king buster." People dragged him for contradicting his own words, and one social media user even joked. He puffed up his whole chest and said, "Yes, sir, I'll dance for you, sir." Now, here's the thing.
Jose, man, you playing to win tonight, man. You sharp as a mosquito. What's going down? That's that crypto, see? They let a real crip up in the crypto ball. Bang, bang.
DL Hughley has been calling out black artists and comedians for siding with Trump for years. Back in 2017, when Steve Harvey visited Trump Tower and announced plans to work with Ben Carson, DL went off. He posted on social media saying, "It amazes me that to convince black people Donald Trump cares about them, he takes pictures with celebrities." And he didn't stop there. DL added, "If Donald Trump cared about black people, he wouldn't have denigrated the president with those birtherism claims. He wouldn't have stoked racist fears." He even questioned why Trump kept using rappers, comedians, and athletes to represent the concerns of the black community. "You'd rather see us run the ball than run the country," he said. DL's message was loud and clear. He wasn't buying the photo ops, and he wasn't about to stay silent about it either. Fast forward to now, and it looks like history is repeating itself. So, why did Snoop, Nelly, and Rick Ross take the stage? Well, DL Hughley has some theories. According to him, it's all about power. Trump's team handpicked performers who wouldn't scare the white folks. And DL even pointed out the lack of black faces in the audience, saying, "Some of us were in the house, while most of us were in the fields." DL also suggested that this was a power move for Trump, showing the world that he could make someone like Snoop, who once clowned him, completely switch sides. And let's be real, it's not a good look. DL also pointed out something interesting. Trump didn't call on rappers like Waka Flocka, Kodak Black, or Lil Pump this time. Why? Because, according to DL, they already served their purpose. They were loud, they were controversial, but they didn't move the needle anymore. Instead, Trump went for artists like Snoop, someone whose participation would make waves. And let's be honest, it worked. The internet, as always, stayed undefeated with some savage takes on the situation. One user hit hard with, like DMX said, they sold their souls to the devil, and the price was cheap. Another added, after Snoop's successful appearance at the Olympics, he thought he was untouchable, and the love was unconditional. Wrong. And then there was this wild take. Snoop's gotta be the informant. Anyone notice how much play he's getting in Hollywood? Commercials for the most random products, carrying the Olympic torch, come on. But let's really talk about this gem. When you get a certain amount of money, you can come up with any excuse to do wrong, but let's be clear, money can't erase history. We will remember this. Phew. That last part hits different. Fans are not letting Snoop off the hook anytime soon, no matter how legendary his career has been. So what do y'all think? Did Snoop, Nelly, and Rick Ross fumble the bag by performing for Trump? Or is it just business at the end of the day? And do you think Snoop is really playing for both teams? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We've got more hip-hop drama coming your way, and trust me, it's about to get even messier.